final presenter today is Mrs. Sami Thacker.
Hello, my name is Sami Thacker, and I'll be reciting an excerpt from the book Soul Surfer by Bethany Hamilton. Imagine straddling and balancing yourself on a foam board in the open ocean. You notice a rise in the sea, an oblong bump coming rapidly toward you. You spin your board to the shore and dig your arms deep into the water, straining to pick up speed from a dead start. Sometimes it's agony. Concentrating on your paddling, you barely notice as the approaching wave gently lifts you up. You keep on paddling. The gentle slope suddenly stands up straight and tall, and you feel a sudden pull of gravity. You and the board begin to drop down the vertical face of the wave. This is it. One wrong move now, and you will pitch head over heels with your surfboard into the trough of the wave. The place where all the energy and power of the throwing wave will be focused. No choice but to take it head on. So in one smooth move, you push up with your arms and swing your feet up underneath you. You are standing. Yes, this is the dance you have worked so long and hard to do. But I don't think so much about it anymore. I just do it. I had a shiny, light blue Rip Curl watch on my left hand that I was dangling in the water. I sometimes wonder if that's what attracted the shark. That's when I was suddenly aware of a large, gray object closing in on my left side. He was slow and silent. He really crept up on me. The rolled back eyes, the triangle-shaped teeth, the sandpaper-like skin, the pointy snout, the pulled back gums. Luckily, all I saw was a blur. People say to me, "Weren't you terrified? Didn't you think we'd be eaten alive?" I guess that would be a normal reaction, but it wasn't mine. Imagine the one thing you love to do the most. Now imagine, out of nowhere, you realize you may never be able to do it again. How do you feel? Sad? Angry? Shell-shocked? For me, the answer was all of the above. In the hospital, I would look over at the bandaged stump where my arm used to be and think, now what? For a while, I doubted that I would ever surf again. Everybody knows it takes 2 arms in order to surf. I tried telling myself, hey, I'm okay with this. I mean, surfing isn't everything, right? You'll find something else to do to have fun. I remember telling Sarah, I guess I'll have to get back into soccer. I know that all of my friends and parents' friends privately thought that my days as a stand-up surfer were over. Only my brother Timmy knew nothing could keep me out of the water. My parents had no doubt that I could probably figure out a way to get up on my board, but I know they felt my days as a competitive surfer were over. Bethany, I'm sure you can do whatever you put in your mind to, my dad said to me. He was a great coach, the king of pep talk. I would hear his words echoing in my mind every time I would get up on my board. Some people thought that I might be afraid to go back in the ocean again, but to be honest, I didn't really have any fear of that. I had about 3 or 4 weeks of healing and recovery before I could give surfing with one arm a try. I had some stitches and what was left on my arm that had to come out, and the doctor ordered me to stay out of the water until everything was healed up. I set a deadline for myself. Thanksgiving Day. The day before Thanksgiving, some of my friends from the Honolulu Surf Company girls team were going to go surfing. I decided I would go along and just watch. But of course, I couldn't stand to do that. The water, the breeze, it was all too tempting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Thacker.